Well, hello and welcome back to another Pokemon Master video. Recently, they had just released the Academy event, and this one features Kris with her little Iggly buff. Indeed, and it's an Academy event, and so of course it's just an excuse to waste gems all up in here. Like, oh, I love wasting gems on characters, and I was just doing it, and so. Last time for Hugh, I rolled for both Academy Jasmine and Academy Kabu, and so I was able to have a pretty stacked characters for that event. It was the first time I actually rolled for Academy characters, not only one, but I rolled for two of them. And so I had this really buff team, and it worked pretty well. That's not the team. And so like I was able to get a lot of, good runs in because I got so much current. It was the first time I got so much like energies for Hugh, and I never ended up making that good of a sync grid for him, unfortunately. Again, the best run I had, I literally put it in a YouTube short where I just messed up and I couldn't get all the points because I didn't fill out the sync grid before the final battle, and so I missed like 300 of like 3 different colors of orbs, so it was really tragic. But for Kris, I've noticed that a lot of runs I've been getting blue in Professor Oak. And so blue is an event that appears only after round 6, so you have to beat the midterms. And from 6 or from like 7 to 12, you have a chance of getting blue, training with blue. And he gives you 400 and everything, which is fantastic. It's a rare event. So literally the first few Academy events I did, the one with Florian, the one with Rosa, the other one with Rosa, the one with Brandon, I literally didn't get a single blue. Like, I didn't get blue at all. Maybe I did see him, but I never clicked on him. I didn't realize that he gave 400 in each orb until like during the heal event. Because during the heal event, I tried to do a lot of research so I can build the perfect heal. But anyways, getting blue is really good because he gets 400 in each of the orbs, which is super strong. I mean, you definitely want to run with blue. I've noticed that I've gotten blue like every 2 or 3 runs. Like, it's been crazy consistent. I'm not sure why. Maybe they recently increased the chance of you getting training with blue. But that's really good because as a free to play, if you don't have the Academy characters, it's hard for you to get orbs. And so getting blue gives you an opportunity to get a lot of orbs. But then there's another event. It's the Professor Oak's Pokemon Lecture. Now this one is also a rare event that also only appears after the midterms. So you have to get it in in 5 attempts. Keep in mind, after midterms, one of the battles you're gonna need to get the attack. It's always a good idea to get the attack so that you have 3 attacks or 4 attacks at the end of it. You don't want to greed a blue or Professor Oak, in my opinion. You always want the attack. And so basically after midterms you only have 4 chances, and in those 4 chances you have to get blue and you have to get Professor Oak. Now Professor Oak is weird because he doesn't always give you 400 colors in all the orbs, or all the orbs in 400. Sometimes he gives 30 of each. Now that's a random event. This is literally the first time I've ever gotten Professor Oak to give 400 in each of the orbs. So this is like a super rare event. But I've gotten, again, Kris, Academy Kris, for some reason, I've been getting a lot of runs with blue. I've been getting a lot of runs with Professor Oak. And I've been getting a fair amount of runs with both blue and Professor Oak. I think this is probably my 3rd run with both of them. Let's go ahead and just look at my bag. The reason why we're going in my bag is so that we can check how many attempts I've done. So I will say I did convert some custom 5-star power-ups for Kris. Alright, I didn't get 20 plus 24. I think I got 12 and then I converted like 8. Or maybe I got 8 and I converted 12. Like, 12 as in like I used what's the material even at? Is it one of these? I don't even know where to find this. Oh, here. Yeah, so I used some 5-star power-up tickets, and I converted into, you know what I mean, right? Like I converted, and so I think I did like 2 or 3 runs, and then I 5 or 6 starter, and then I did 6 more runs before this run, so it was like 7 runs. So this run would be 7 plus 2 or 3 runs I did before. I've done like 9 or 10 runs. I've done 9 or 10 runs, and I swear I've gone like blue or Professor Oak, one or the other in every run. And like I swear I've had 3 runs where I've gotten both of them. And now this run I've gotten both of them, and they both gave me 400 orbs. Basically, this is the god run. This is, if you ever do Academy, if you get blue and Professor Oak and they both give you like 400 of each orbs, even if you don't have any of the event characters, it's still like the god run. And even if you do have, and let's say you do have the event characters, then if you have blue and Professor Oak and the event characters to give you more bonuses, that's like the super god run. But we're just at the normal god run here. So yeah, again, Professor Oak isn't always guaranteed to get 400 of each. Again, this is my first time with Professor Oak giving 400 each. I've probably ran through Professor Oak maybe 10-20 times at this point. I've ran through him a lot. But again, I feel like the increased amount of times you meet Blue and Professor Oak in this event. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but that's what I've noticed. Maybe I've just been incredibly lucky in my 9 to 10 runs. Anyway, enough yapping. I just wanted to express what the God run looks like, and this is the God run. I also got decently lucky with getting Hassle here, which gives me full points for each of them. I got Kukui with yellow, which is fine. And for the most part, yeah, it's just the rest of the run wasn't that good. It's just that these 2 things, Blue and Professor Oak, make the run. Especially at 400 each, and especially because I got both. I never got S+. Like here it says S+. I've literally never gotten S+ before the Hue event. So my 2 Rosas, my Brandon, and my Florian are all like normal S. And I got S+ before the final battle. Before fighting Lance, I already had S+. So I already had S+ before Lance. So this is my sync grid. I was able to get max defense, max HP. Unfortunately, I don't get max of the passives. I don't think Johto Zone is that important because it doesn't really last long. You get it once when you use a move, and then you get it once if you use a sync move. But honestly, the most important thing is the Fairy Zone extension 5, so that when your other Pokemon summon Fairy Zone, then it gets extended. So like that's valuable. The Johto Zone isn't that super good, and Vigilance is always good. I chose Vigilance over the extra healing, maybe. And then yes, I think the best move right now, I think is Sing, because if you get all the tiles, then you have 90% accuracy, I believe. And then you also can lower their attack, which for the last one is super strong. Also, you get a little bit of healing when you use Sing. The other one I'm planning on doing, so now Sing is guaranteed. The other 3 attacks is hard. It's either Draining Kiss, X Defense All, or Support Prep. Now, it's one of those 3, or it's those 3, and then the other, yeah, you pick 2 out of 3. So Sing is guaranteed, and then you pick 2 out of the 3 of the Support Prep, X Defense All, and Draining Kiss. Now I want to, again, this video is only 10 minutes long. It shouldn't really be, it should have been shorter than 10 minutes. But I'm probably going to spend the next like 20 minutes talking about which of these 3 moves I should do. Because I've been sitting here thinking about which of the moves I want to do. Because obviously I want to build the perfect Kris for Academy. But honestly, if you build Kris for for Pasio Towers, what you want to do is you want to change her sync grid round by round. If you have the right, I guess, DPS characters. So for Lance, he's probably going to use special moves. So you want to have your Kris probably be able to use Draining Kiss. Oh wait, no, he won't take damage from special attacks. So you probably want your Kris to max defense, max special defense, and Sing. For Karina, you probably want Draining Kiss, you probably want Sing, and you probably want, X defense. And then you go round by round. And then for Bea, you probably want Sing, you probably want Draining Kiss, and you probably want to X defense all. And then for Sabrina, you probably want support, X defense, and Sing. You know what I'm saying? So like you switch it up for every person depending on what they use. For Elio, you for sure want support prep, you for sure want Draining Kiss, and you for sure want Sing. And for Koga, again, I'm just thinking about like, okay, can they be damaged by Draining Kiss? If yes, you probably want that. You always want Sing, and then you just whatever defense. And if they can't be damaged by Draining Kiss, then you want both of the defenses. For Koga, I forgot if you use special or physical attack. For Nolan, you want X defense for sure. You want, honestly, support prep as well, because he's not going to take Draining Kiss damage. And you want Sing. And you know what I'm saying. Like for Grimsley, you're going to want, I forgot if he does special or physical attack. For Steven, you probably want Draining Kiss. You probably want X defense. And you probably want, Sing. So it's round by round. The last one is a little bit more on a difficult side. I mean, probably going to want Draining Kiss. Probably going to want support prep. That being said though, Giga Impact does hit, as well as Grassy Glide does hit for physical. And so it's like, well, kind of want both physical and special, plus you want Draining Kiss, plus you want Sing. So I guess a little bit difficult when you go on a final battle, admittedly. But no one has even cleared a final battle with Kris, so I guess we can kind of ignore that at this point. So it's like, which one do I want to do? Sing is guaranteed, obviously. You see that I want to do Draining Kiss. I like the idea of healing with her. It also confuses, so it means that she's usable in those stages. If I'm gonna use her Pasio Tower, she's usable in those stages where I need to inflict the status condition. Keep in mind that one of her things also inflicts trapped, I think. One of these inflicts trap. So yeah, so she's gonna get trapped as well. But confusion, trap, they both wear out, so they're not the best. You'd probably want burn or whatever. He also increases the damage of her Draining Kiss, which is funny. So she heals more, and then she has Master Healing, so she heals more. And then she also can lower the special defense. So that's super strong. So Sing lowers attack, and then we get to lower special defense. And so, yes, I really want Draining Kiss because I want her to heal. I want her to have healing in her kit. I think that's super strong if she can self-heal herself. Because she is a Academy character, they're kind of like weak, and so it's nice to be able to self-heal, which means I can only choose one X defense all or support prep. And again, I'm not going to do the thing where I change Kris's build. I have the God run, so I'm going to stick with this. I don't really care that much about Fairy Pasio Tower. Even if I could change my Kris like builds for physical, special, I can change it to what I mentioned earlier. I don't have good enough other characters to be able to progress through it. So that's the reason why I'm not even caring about using Kris and Pasio Tower, at least during this run. Or during this run of this event. And so, with X defense all, technically you also get more. You get speed, and then you get, you can raise attack and physical attack by a little bit. And then you can also lower the Sing move count down by 1. So not only are you getting special defense, but you're also getting speed. You gotta keep that in mind. And then with X defense all, well, it's only defense, so you don't get that speed. However, you get accuracy instead. So you're gonna have accuracy, and yeah. And then you can also lower the sync move count down by 1 first time you use it. So there we go. That's kind of the difference. One of them has speed, one of them has accuracy. And then I'm like, wait a minute. So I was split. I didn't know, should I choose X defense or support, right? It's like, which one should I choose? I mentioned earlier that Sing only has 90% accuracy. So it's 45 plus 15, which is 60, plus 30, which is 90. So accuracy makes it so that Sing hits for 100%, because I'm pretty sure one bump in accuracy is 10. So like if you have 90% accuracy, but then you have an accuracy buff, then you will never miss a move. I'm pretty sure that's how Pokemon Master works. So yeah, that's my decision. Long-winded conversation, but yes, even though X defense isn't the greatest, especially for example the final battle, which is a lot of special moves, because Lugia and Suicune majority use special moves as long as it's not Giga Impact, and then the sync move from Lugia is also special attack. It's you want to raise your special attack, or I'm sorry, you want to raise your special defense. There is a unit, a sync pair that I don't have that a lot of people are using in all the towers. Yeah, it's Brandon, so it's gonna be Brandon, or not Brandon, what's his name? Ethan. So Ethan and Kris, I guess they both have special attack sync moves. But another character, a character that a lot of people are using is Penny. And the thing about Penny is that she does have X defense all. Okay, well, I guess not. I guess there's only 2 people using Penny. Or actually, there's a decent amount of people using Penny. But Penny is X defense all. Or X special defense all. So if I use Penny with Kris, I mean, that's a lot of support characters. So my attacker better be a good attacker. But using both of them together will raise defense and special defense to a good level. So yeah, that is my Kris from the God run. I also have a few more things that I can do with her. Because I didn't do X special defense, it means I don't need to waste 20 blue orbs to get that. And so I can use all the rest of my blue orbs to get this special attack. Because each blue orb equals 1 attack stat. If you use yellow orbs. If you use these ones, then it's like for every 2 blue orbs, you get 1 attack. But these ones at the end, you're using your yellow orbs, but you're getting 1 attack for 1 orb. So it's super powerful. And then yeah, that's my grid. For this, it's again, it's the first time that I've had so many orbs. It's the first time I've ever even done this because I just have so many extra blue orbs. So yeah, that's my Kris, the God run. We're locking it in. We're locking it in. Again, X defense all gives me accuracy, so hopefully the sing hits more consistently. That's my reasoning behind her. Let's click the right button because I can still mess this up even if I'm this far. Okay, yes, we got our Kris. Okay, we're gonna select the in-train. Oh yeah, look at the difference between the stats, guys. This run, by the way, was a blue run. I got blue, but I didn't get Professor Oak 400. Like, this one, I have 40 more defense and special defense. And then I have 110 more special attack. So significantly more special attack, which means my Draining Kiss should heal for a lot more. We're locking it in. Heck yeah. Alright, very good. Should I continue doing the Academy event? I'm not sure. It's hard to get better than what I already got. So like the question is, should I keep doing this? I mean, how am I ever going to get something better than what I already have? The chance of getting blue in Professor Oak 400 is so rare. At least previously, I'm not sure if they tuned it for this event to make it easier. But I'm happy that my Kris is the buff this Kris without any event characters. Oh yeah. 180, let's see. Yeah, so she has like 880 HP and I mean her attack stat isn't even that bad. Like 340? Yeah, that's not terrible. It's not terrible. Plus Draining Kiss should do is like 100 and anyways, I'm yapping at this point. That's my God Iggly buff with Kris. Just a fun thing that I wanted to do. So thank you for watching, you beautiful the way you are. And next time, I guess more Pokemon Master. Not sure what I'll do next time, but you know, I'll do something.